So what's going on here today?
We are here because we want no more nuclear power in this country.
You're going to need a lot of strings. So.
We want no nuclear power in this world. We are here because Progress Energy continues to persist in its single-minded zeal to not only make us pay for the power plant, the nuclear power plant that went belly up, but to do a new one, and we are angry.
My name is Lenny Flank, that's Lennyflank, and I'm with Occupy St. Pete. And we are here because of the cost recovery issue in Florida. If you're an electric company and you want to build a nuke, you can go to the Public Service Commission and ask them to raise your rates so that your customers get to pay for your nuke and you don't have to. And if for whatever reason your nuke never gets built, you don't have to give any of the money back. So it's just corporate welfare. It's another example of a big corporation getting whatever they want because they're one of the largest political contributors in Florida and they buy legislators like you and I buy socks. And that's why we're here to stop all that.
So what's going on here today at Progress Energy headquarters?
Today we are gathering here to remember Fukushima. Today is the day that marks the first full year since the beginning of the Fukushima disaster, which is still ongoing. And so we have people gathered here from Tampa, St. Pete, Gainesville, and a couple of other cities close by to commemorate the day, to stand in solidarity with the Japanese that are suffering from this nuclear disaster, and also to call out Progress Energy for the nefarious nuclear plans they have in Florida. They have their botched up Crystal River plant not too far from here, and they also have a proposal to build 2 new nuclear reactors in Levy County, which is not very far from here either. And so yeah, we're going to call out Progress Energy, and we are going to stand in solidarity with the Japanese and the other people across the nation and the world that are holding similar actions. And hopefully this will mark the beginning of the end of the quote-unquote nuclear renaissance.
What's going on with their Crystal River plant? Because Progress, are they still trying to get a license extension on this broken nuclear plant at Crystal River?
They're claiming to not have made any decisions as to whether or not they're going to fix the plant or not. They reserve the right to make that decision by the end of the year, and as long as they make that decision by the end of the year, the Public Service Commission, anybody who might have any questions about it, don't really get to ask any questions about it. So they've got a pretty sweet deal.
Isn't there an incentive though to pretend that to put off that decision, just like pulling the plug on the Levy plant? If they continue pursuing it, then they can continue collecting the cost recovery funds.
They can, and they get to keep a percentage of that as an advanced recovery. There was an incentive built into the law, and I actually just found out about this myself, and I've been studying this issue for a couple years now. There's an incentive built into the law that a certain percentage of all the funds recovered get to be collected and held by Progress Energy as pure profit. So the longer they hold off, and the longer they delay, and the more cost overruns that exist, the more money Progress gets to put directly into their pocket. So they're incentivizing bad business in Florida.
Oh, they actually make more money if they screw up and make a bad decision, then the people just end up paying more money, and then in the end, you may not get anything back. They can finally, acknowledge the truth and say, well, this is too costly to build Levy, and Crystal River just, we can't afford to put that back together again. But
the Humpty Dumpty reactor is what we've been calling it.
But I just think, I find it very disturbing that they're suing. These license extensions are scary on these old plants. I mean, I really think the idea that these utilities want to make, I understand their motivation. They want to generate profits for 20 more years on a plant that should be decommissioned. I mean, if you got a choice, if you're a utility and you got a choice of spending billions to decommission a plant and then having it be a permanent nuclear waste repository, or running it for 20 more years and making money, I mean, which one are you going to do? But
yeah, well, the whole thing is that Progress gets to make up their own mind about that, and there's not really too many people that have much that they can say to sway Progress one way or the other than whatever way is going to make them the most money. The scariest thing to me is that Progress still reserves the right to self-manage the Crystal River project, and they've already demonstrated time and time again that they are not equipped, or what's another good word? They are not
competent. They're
not competent to do this job. They've botched it 3 times already, and the people in Florida can't afford any more mistakes with these freaking nuclear reactors.
Occupy St. Pete? Oh, okay.
Occupy St. Petersburg.
Great.
Me in that corner and them over there.
So what are the suits and umbrellas about?
We are fighting against nuclear fallout.
My name is Robert Hudson. I'm a retired educator, and I live here in St. Pete. I love it here. I think it's a great place to live, but you got to keep your eye on these guys or they'll steal you blind.
Nuclear is a dead end. As a child of the 50s, I can remember when they said nuclear power was going to be too cheap to meter. It was a big lie then, and it's a big lie today.
No nukes. Hell no, we won't glow.
Anniversary of the Fukushima nuclear disaster in Japan. We're here to honor the suffering of the Japanese people. We had a die-in at 12:45 because so many people will eventually die because of cancer and other radiation illnesses. We're also in front of Progress Energy because they have a proposal to build 2 new plants in Levy County on our Florida aquifer. They plan to pump 5 million gallons out of the aquifer to cool the plant, and we're already in the drought conditions this year and last year, so that's going to really affect our water table and the environment around Levy County. In addition, Crystal River is leaking radiation. The spent fuel rod pools are unstable, as are all the spent fuel rod pools globally unstable, unsecure, and just a loss of electrical power to cool them with water would mean a radiation release for all of us. And again, Crystal River is also structurally unsafe, so it has been leaking radiation. The media hasn't reported on it. They haven't said why it's leaking radiation or how much has been leaked, but they're looking to renew the license on a broken plant, which is just insanity because it's dangerous. It's dangerous for all of us. And they want money from ratepayers to build the plants in Levy County and to fix the problems in Crystal River, which are unfixable. And if they don't build the plant in Levy County, and if they don't fix the plant in Crystal River, even if they shut it down, ratepayers do not get a refund. So they're paying ratepayers for Progress Energy will probably see their bills increase over the next 5 to 10 years by $50 a month to pay for plants that may never be built or pay for plants that are very, very dangerous and unstable, as in Crystal River.